Have you ever wondered what happens to snowmen when we're all asleep? Well, get ready for a magical winter tale that will warm your hearts, even on the coldest of nights. Our story begins on the eve of the new year, a time sparkling with anticipation and wonder. A group of excited children, with cheeks rosy from the cold, gathered together. They have a very important mission: to write a letter to the one and only Santa Claus, the kind-hearted bringer of winter gifts. With great care, they write down their biggest wish for a beautiful, sparkling Christmas tree to light up their holiday. But how would they get this special letter all the way to his magical home in the deep, snowy woods? They had a brilliant idea. They rolled and packed and patted the fresh snow, building a cheerful snowman. He had coal for his eyes, a carrot for his nose, and a happy, welcoming smile. He looked so friendly. They just knew he could be trusted. So they carefully placed their precious letter into his snowy hand. As the evening grew darker and the stars began to twinkle, the children headed inside, dreaming of the holiday to come. As the old clock in the town square began to chime, striking the magical hour of midnight, something incredible happened. A little twitch of his carrot nose, a blink of his coal-black eyes. The snowman came to life. He wiggled his twig arms and took a look around the quiet, moonlit world. Right at his feet, a playful little puppy with a wagging tail bounced around him. This was Buddy, and from that moment on, they were a team. With the letter held tight, the snowman and his new furry friend Buddy set off on their grand adventure. Their journey would take them deep into a mysterious, enchanted forest, where the trees were draped in shimmering snow and the air was filled with secrets. The magical forest was beautiful, but it was also home to some mischievous characters. The first creature they met was a sly fox with a bushy tail and clever eyes. She saw the important-looking letter the snowman was carrying and immediately thought of all the wonderful gifts Santa Claus could bring her. "Oh, hello there," she said with a sweet, tricky voice. "That looks like a very heavy letter. Why don't you let me help you carry it?" But the snowman, though new to the world, sensed her cunning plan. He held the letter even tighter, and with Buddy barking at the fox's heels, they hurried along the path, leaving the disappointed fox behind in a puff of snow. Their mission was too important to be sidetracked. They ventured deeper into the woods, where ancient trees loomed over them like silent giants. Suddenly, a wise old owl, perched high on a branch, hooted down at them. Where are you two off to in such a rush?" The owl, known for his curiosity, swooped down, his wide eyes fixed on the letter. He tried to convince the snowman that he knew a shortcut, a secret path that would lead them straight to Santa Claus. He just needed to see the address on the letter to be sure. Buddy, however, was not fooled. He growled protectively, and the snowman politely declined the owl's offer. They knew they had to stick to the path and trust their own journey, no matter how tempting a shortcut might sound. Just when they thought they had passed the trickiest parts of the forest, a new challenge appeared. A big, shadowy figure stepped out from behind a snow-covered pine tree. It was a hungry wolf, and he wasn't interested in being clever or tricky. He saw the letter and believed it must contain a list of delicious treats. With a low growl, he lunged forward, trying to snatch it right out of the snowman's hand. It was a frightening moment. Buddy barked with all his might, and the snowman bravely stood his ground, shielding the letter. The wolf circled them, his eyes gleaming in the moonlight. It seemed like their journey might come to a sudden and unhappy end. The forest, which had seemed so magical just moments before, now felt full of danger. But just as the wolf was about to pounce, a huge, friendly shape emerged from a nearby cave, awakened by all the commotion. It was a great big bear, rubbing his sleepy eyes. He was supposed to be hibernating, but he couldn't ignore cries for help. With a mighty roar that echoed through the trees, he scared the wolf away, sending him running back into the shadows. The bear, seeing how brave the little snowman and his puppy friend were, listened to their story. His heart was touched by their loyalty and determination. "Santa's cabin is not far from here," he rumbled in a deep, kind voice. "But the forest can be confusing. Follow me. I will show you the way." And so, with their new, powerful friend leading them, the snowman and Buddy felt safe once more. Finally, through the swirling snow, they saw a warm, golden light. It was a cozy log cabin with smoke curling gently from its chimney. They had made it. They had reached the home of Santa Claus. The kind, white-bearded gift-giver came to the door, his eyes twinkling like the stars. He listened patiently as the snowman, with help from the bear, explained their long and perilous journey. Just then, the fox, the owl, and the wolf arrived, hoping to tell their own twisted versions of the story to get presents. But Santa, with his ancient wisdom, saw the truth in the snowman's honest eyes and the loyalty of the little puppy. He knew who the real heroes were. He gently took the letter and read the children's simple, heartfelt wish, with a hearty laugh that sounded like jingle bells. Santa Claus thanked the snowman for his incredible bravery. The tricky animals, feeling ashamed, were sent away with a stern but forgiving word. Then, Santa Claus led the snowman to his workshop, where the most beautiful Christmas tree stood waiting. Its branches were perfect for hanging ornaments, and it smelled of fresh pine and winter magic. He also prepared a big bag filled with sweet treats and wonderful surprises for the children. "You have done a great service, my little friend," he said, placing a magical, sparkling snowflake on the snowman's hat. "Now we must get this tree back to the children before they wake up." With a wave of his hand, a magical sleigh appeared, ready to carry the snowman, Buddy, the tree, and all the gifts back home in the blink of an eye. The first rays of morning sun peeked over the horizon, painting the snowy landscape in shades of pink and gold. The children woke up, yawning and stretching, their minds still fuzzy with dreams of the holiday. But when they ran to the window, they gasped in amazement. There, in their yard, stood the most magnificent Christmas tree they had ever seen. Its branches lightly dusted with fresh snow and glistening in the morning light. And standing proudly beside it was their cheerful snowman, holding the now empty letter, his carrot-nosed smile wider than ever. They have done it! He had completed his mission. Their hearts filled with joy and gratitude. The day was spent in pure celebration. The children decorated their beautiful new tree with colorful baubles and shimmering tinsel. They shared the delicious treats from Santa's bag, making sure their brave snowman and his faithful companion Buddy got a special thank you. Later, as the winter sun began to set, they all put on their ice skates. The yard became a magical, makeshift ice rink right there around the tree. They skated and laughed, their joyful voices filling the crisp winter air, celebrating the magic of friendship, bravery, and a holiday wish that came true in the most wonderful way. It was a Christmas they would never, ever forget. Thank you so much for watching this magical winter story with us. If you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next tale. See you soon.